Hello, hello. It is Monday. We are back. My name is Pamela Dale, and today I want to talk about the 5 Ps in the client game to help you master the client game. And I'm going to go through one every day this week. And our first P in the client game, the most important, I think, is people. Now, when I say people, I mean a lot of different things. So you might be thinking, okay, people, your client. Absolutely, your client is the most important person in this whole game that you and I are playing. So, absolutely, if you've been following me for a little bit, learning who the new person is today for the offer in where I am in my life and in my business, that takes a lot of work. And I also think it's something that we continuously, all the time, need to continue to keep doing. And that is research on your people. So who are they? Who are they? And what problem is it that you want to solve? What is it that you would like to help them with? What is it that you could, as the second P, who are you business? What is it that you have as experience, as the passions, as the skill set? Who is the person that you're going to bring into this relationship as well? There is an attractive character. There is they call it a lot of things, being prolific, etc. But who's that P? Who are you when you come into this online game? What do you stand for? What are your values? What is it that you're doing here? And of course, it's making money, but I've been trying that for a while. It isn't working. It's got to be absolutely about solving the problem for the client in the way that I can solve it with who I am, and being very straightforward and upfront about the P that I am as well. I'll never forget listening to a speaker, and I've heard it a lot since, but it was really like a aha moment for me when they said, and I'll save the whole story for another time, but the gist of it was, you cannot hide in your business, at least not for very long. So if I'm not clear who I am, I curse a little. I'm a Gen X. I'm from Canada. I live in Mexico. I've got a lot of beliefs. Truth is absolutely important, and I will share my truth vulnerably with you all. And I also stand for independence, freedom for women, for people in general. We no longer need to, coming from where I came from, we no longer need to do a lot of things the way that they were done. And you can probably listen to what I'm trying to do here. There's a lot of things around patriarchy, racism, all of it that's just not okay today. So you're going to hear that a lot around here. And you're also going to hear a lot about self-responsibility. It's up to me to take care of me and how I look at things. And if you bitch about traffic, we can't be friends. Like, it's just that clear. Like, what's going on there? You've got nothing else to do besides try to control a driver. It doesn't make any sense to me. If you're that unaware of what's going on as a human being, this client game is going to kick your ass. It's going to kill you if you don't get yourself right, if you don't get your thinking right, because you will attract yourself. So we're back to them again. We're back to the client. And this thing is a beautiful, eye-opening, absolutely heartbreaking bunch of truth that will knock you off your rocker if you're not real clear about it all coming out of the gate. Now, can you be? I don't think so. I don't think I could have learned what it is I learn in this online game if I didn't step out and start. So I've fumbled a lot. I've made, quote unquote, a lot of mistakes. I've failed a lot. I still feel like I'm in the middle of the biggest failure I might be in my whole life. So what do? I just come on live. Don't sit in my little office by myself. I got to take care of me. I got to do what I said I was going to do. I'm 3 minutes late today. Yeah, people, very, very, very important. Now, there is a third people, and that's your competitor. Now, I'm not so sure I'm 100% like there's a competitor, but if you don't build a great enough brand with a great enough offer, with a great enough you, right, that you've put together and told the truth about, you're going to get swamped out there. I think the number one reason that you are swamped is because you won't stand up in who you are and take a stance in your life and in your business. It's imperative that you take a look at who's out there. Now, we're not in the Coca-Cola water business, thank goodness, right? How? Whoa, you want to talk about competitive. In the games that you and I are playing, it's not competitive. It's not competitive. There is so much room out there for somebody that even just goes to work every day, never mind somebody who's actually wanting to and working towards doing the best that you can, that for your people, for yourself, for your life, etc. Why did you start this thing? It's important to understand that third P is your competition. And there's one more. People, plural. You've got to take a look at your environment and your community. It's challenging living life and going to a job, a 9-to-5, when shit is horrendous at home, in family, you're in the wrong neighborhood, you're in the wrong, everything. And I'm even talking about your health. I'm talking about everything that's in your environment. If it doesn't set you up for success, if those people or the lack of people, no community, they will take you out of this game faster than anything. I have had to talk to people in the client game. That's what we do all day long. I know it looks like funnels, it looks like high level, it looks like a lot of stuff, but we're talking about how to go get clients, how to turn leads into clients, how do you price better. We're talking about all of it all the time. And 99% of the time, I say to them, what's going on? What's going on in your life? What's going on in your life that's preventing you from stepping into who you really are? And there will be somebody that you need to have a really strong, courageous conversation with. At least one. At any given moment. I don't care if you're a multimillionaire, most successful person in the world, there's still one conversation that you need to have. If you have the courage to go and have that conversation, that's the key to the client game. That's the key to having this business online in the way that you want it. Because that's going to give you a stronger you, that's going to attract a stronger client for you, that you're going to then be able to manage in those little corrals that we talk about on the farm, right? We've got to keep the animals in the corral, myself included, right? And then we are talking about the competition. We can actually look at it stronger for what it actually is, instead of, oh my God, there's somebody else out there, I can't do it well enough. This stuff is so intertwined, and if you don't have someone in your corner that you can actually go to and go, this sucks right now, and have a place where you can tell the truth. I'm really challenged right now in a lot of areas in my life. I have no idea why. I haven't got it figured out at the moment. I don't know what's happening. I've had COVID and I've got an ear infection. It just doesn't seem to want to let up, so I'm tired and I just don't know what's going on. So I reached out to someone and said, hey, we're not doing well. You need a place that you can go and say, I'm not doing well. It's really challenging though, isn't it? When you and I are experts in this thing, whatever it is that we're experts in, coaches are some of the most afflicted, and consultants, because if I'm going to guide you to your business, but I let you know that mine ain't going so well, do I still have the capacity, capability to help you? We get so concerned about that outside image that I actually trust coaches and consultants more when they tell me the whole thing that's going on. We don't do it enough. And I just shared with some people in my newsletter. If you're not on the Level Up letter, it's going to soon change and be rebranded to the client letter. If you're not there, that's where we share a lot more about what's going on behind the scenes, what's happening in my life. And COVID's really been tough for me. Now, I am a Canadian living in Mexico, and of course the environment isn't perfect for me here. Why? I don't have the friends, I don't have the language, don't have the community, all of those things. I'm in my room, home by myself a lot of times. Yes, I have an incredibly supportive partner, but I need more than that. It's too much to ask him to do that. So how do I build this back up again around myself? Great question. Great question. So in those 4 P's, which one do you need to work on? Which one? People, your client, and you. And your competitor and your community, right? Your client, you, your competition, and me. Which one is missing for you? Which one will help you move forward in your business? Tomorrow, we're going to break down people a little bit more and give you some tips and tricks on how I get through this, what I do and doing right now. And let's do that. Let's meet tomorrow. I'll be here. I'll see you then. Pamela Dale. If you need anything, reach out.